Hello, Commander.
Hey everybody, Witt here. Welcome to Yankee Tango episode 0. Why are we calling it episode 0? Well, this is just a short introduction to the Yankee Tango squad. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on talking about mods, not going to talk a lot about Long War or anything else in here. We're just going to focus on the team so you can get to know them. Now, if you're not interested in the roleplay aspects of this series, you just want to jump right into the first mission, well, that would be in Yankee Tango episode 1. This introduction to the team, just so we'll know who it is we're dealing with, so that we can figure out how to play them based on their personality. And of course, if we lose them, we take casualties, it'll mean more to us at that time. So in no particular order, here's the team lined up, ready for inspection. And we'll start on the left over here, ladies first. We got 3 girls, 3 guys. So we'll start over here with Sophia Shazad. And we'll just pull her up this way so you can get a closer look, and then go straight into character info, and we'll go to her bio. So Sophia is from Egypt. She is 25 years old. She is young, smart, and brave. First to volunteer, last to be extracted. So she grew up fighting the aliens and spent most of her youth in the slums, as it says, after her parents were taken by Advent, never seen again. At 19, she joined the Resistance, and she learned how to use a gremlin. And so today she is now a prime candidate to lead her own squad, and she is excellent at supporting her teammates. So we picked Sophia here. She has no nickname yet, so we'll just continue to call her by her first name or last. We picked Sophia for her utility functions. Statistically, she's got pretty good, well-rounded sort of average. But I made her a specialist. Usually my specialists end up my medics, but I'm going to try and a little something different with Sophia this time. We try to make her the officer as a supporter. Officers get good support skills, and then we'll take sort of the middle tree in the chain of skills that she gets as she progresses. One nice mod here, this is the XCOM Colonel insignia, so she's set to go. So you can see here, we'll jump back and take a look at her stats. Nothing super outstanding, though she is a reasonable shot, so that's pretty good. And of course, since she's leveled up from a rookie, her will is fair, but because she's a specialist, her hack's up to 51. So she'll be a commanding officer of our squad as soon as we get the right facilities built so that she can go through some training. And so there is Sophia, and we'll see how she does in her first mission. Up next, here we have Silk. This is Monique Moreau. She is from France, as you can see. Now, Monique's big thing here, she's very quick. She's got a mobility of 16, and her dodge isn't half bad either. And so it's nice as a shinobi. She's fast. She's got a submachine gun. That's a skin mod, weapon skin mod for a whisper. She's got a submachine gun and a sword. And so we're going to make her a scout. We're going to make her nice and quiet, nice and sneaky. Born in France, she's quite young. She was born into a military family. Her father was a French paratrooper, but he was killed in the Old War against the aliens when she was 7. When she was 16, she used an old photograph of her as a reference and had this tattoo put on. This is a tattoo of the French paratroop, just like her father had. She went on a one-woman crusade but found herself in prison. awaiting rehabilitation, rescued by XCOM, signed on right away. She's 19 years old, one of the youngest soldiers in XCOM, and certainly the youngest soldier on Yankee Tango. So there she is, ready to go. We'll see how she can do as a scout. Our third female here is Double Tap Beth Black. So Beth, you can see here, is a pretty good aim. We've got her set up as a ranger. She's got a pretty good dodge, pretty good range, and not a bad mobility, so we might be able to put her shotgun skills to use. Excuse me, the first two here. She carries this sawed-off shotgun, which could make her like a nice assaulter if she can get in close. But of course, as a ranger, she does get that double shot. If she takes her first shot and doesn't move, she gets a second shot as well. So that's very nice. We'll kind of see. Rangers do really well at Overwatch at higher levels, and so I think that's probably the path we'll send her down. She's 30 years old. She was an early victim of the alien invasion. She lost her left arm in a terror attack on Vancouver. Years later, fitted with a black market bionic arm, she signed on with the Resistance and spent her teenage years fighting in the wilds of the American Pacific Northwest, occasionally into urban centers, and now she has joined XCOM officially and hopes to expand. So there's her bionic arm there, which so we'll see if she can handle the job as an Overwatch specialist, as a ranger. That's kind of the plan for Beth. Moving on to the gentleman. This is Sam Carlisle. Sam is from Scotland. That's the Scottish flag there. And of course, as a sniper, you can see his aim is pretty darn good up here, 77. And we'll see if we can't find a silencer to put onto Sam's sniper rifle, because with the new silencer mod, it lets him take a shot and maybe not trigger Overwatch. We'll talk trigger a squad to scamper rather. So we'll talk more about that when it actually comes into play in the game. As far as his personality goes, born in Scotland, he's 34 years old. He fought alongside the militia in the British Isles, and he helping local settlements maintain peace. Advent disapproved of this. Really, that's a surprise. They expressed their displeasure with the sweep of the area, so he was one of the few survivors. Now has joined XCOM, hopes to repay the aliens for the loss of his friends and fellow Resistance fighters. And again, we're not going to go into great detail, but you can see clearly here he's got a great uniform mod. These uniform mods come from various other games. I've got mods from Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, Mass Effect, all kinds of them. So I don't play those games enough for them to bother me, but I hope this doesn't take you out of immersion too much. I hope you don't look at this and go, oh, I know that. I've seen that armor before. But I just thought it looked real nice. Some excellent cosmetic mods, and you'll see a lot of them in this particular game. We'll go ahead and just make Sam into our top-notch sniper here with his decent aim. Soldier number 5, getting towards the end. This is Tariq Hayes. He is a New Yorker, native New Yorker here. We'll go ahead and take a look at his character info. Born in the U.S., he's 32 years old. Native New Yorker. He was a ganger in New York, but he credits the invasion with saving his life. He said, I probably would have died in the streets if it hadn't been for joining the Resistance. So turns out the invasion was good for him. He's put his urban survival skills to good use over the last few weeks, scouting Advent positions, taking out occasional patrols, and now he's fully committed, ready to become an integral part of the team. Great tattoo mod here, awaited in Valhalla. So I imagine he's a little bit on the foolhardy side, and we'll play him that way. Hopefully we don't actually send him to Valhalla anytime soon. And we got a couple choices with how we'll go, whether it's with the arc thrower or the shotgun. And again, this is a weapon skin mod for an 870, but it's still just a shotgun for game purposes. Stat-wise, reasonable mobility, pretty good health, not a great shot. So he's going to have to get in close, I think. And so I think with run and gun and with his kind of average aim and his decent health, I think we'll go ahead and run him in close, use him as an actual assaulter, and maybe we'll find another character that we can specialize in the arc thrower. So that's Tariq. And finally, last guy here, this is Rashid Nassif. He is from Jordan. That's the Jordanian flag there. Pretty average stats all around, really, but as a grenadier, it doesn't have to be a great shot all the time. to launch his grenades. Take a look here at his character. He is from Jordan, 45 years old, the old man of the team. Already served with the 26th Jordanian Infantry Battalion and then with XCOM. So he joined the Army right out of school. He was an exceptional marksman. He fought ISIS before the war. His battalion, though, was massacred in the Siege of Amman in 2019 while defending the city's main rail line. But their sacrifice saved over 10,000 lives, managing to evacuate during the siege. He spent some time hunting aliens in the Caucasus. Then he encountered an organized XCOM patrol and signed on. Where did he get his name? Well, it doesn't really matter these days, but he claims to be of royal lineage. Says he would have been rich and famous as a prince in Jordan if he hadn't been interrupted by the alien invasion. Of course, his teammates caught wind of that story and slapped on the moniker the Prince, something he is not happy about. So if we want to light a fire under him sometimes, I guess we'll call him Prince Rashid. See what he thinks of that. All right. More armor mods, cosmetic mods, another weapon cosmetic mod. But Prince Rashid here, ready to go be our Grenadier. That's it for the team. So there they are, all 6. So in general, just as an overview once again, a support character and officer, a scout. We want her to be quiet, not necessarily a great swordsman, but very sneaky. Our ranger, who specializes in Overwatch. Our sniper, who will specialize in one shot, one kill, reach out and touch someone. Our assaulter, who's going to assault, and our grenadier. And I think I'm going to lean the grenadier a little bit towards support grenades. Set up on high difficulty. We get a lot of enemies on Overwatch. It's nice to be able to drop a flashbang or something on them and or cover this squad in smoke. So I think we may lean him a little bit that direction. And then maybe we'll look for another grenadier or a technical operator to round out the squad as it gets bigger. There's our 6 guys. We got room for 4 more on any particular given mission. We'll add them as we go, and of course we will add them if we take any casualties. All right, drop a comment down there and let me know what you think of these guys. If you have any suggestions about how to play them, what you like, what you don't like, who your favorite is. It'd be nice to see which one of these soldiers you like best, and condolences in advance if I get them killed. But XCOM is a brutal world. Okay, that's it. Hope you like it. Let's get on to episode 1 and enjoy the further adventures of Yankee Tango.